This is The Application, where higher ed enrollment strategy gets tactical. I'm Allison Turcio, marketer, curious question asker, and your guide through what's next and what's working in higher ed. Join us as we focus on what really matters, connecting with students and parents in more human, personalized ways, and using tools like AI to make that connection scalable and smart. From rethinking your inquiry campaigns to fixing funnel friction, everything we cover is about creating better experiences for students and better results for your team. Whether you lead the team, recruit the students, build the campaigns, or manage the message, you'll walk away from every episode with something you can use right now. Are you ready to get one step closer to your next enrollment win? Let's go.
So does your brand actually matter in higher ed? Or is it just a logo, a tagline, a Canva template that we all share with each other? At EduWeb Summit 2025, Braden, the Texas A&M VP of Marketing, delivered one of the best keynotes I've ever seen on this question. He broke down what makes great brands work inside and way outside higher ed. And honestly, it was part marketing pep talk, part reality check. And I'm bringing you his biggest lessons, plus how we can apply them in enrollment marketing, even if we have a smaller budget than Texas A&M. Ethan kicked things off with that iconic 1997 Steve Jobs talk where Jobs said, marketing is about values. It's a noisy world. You have to be really clear about what you want people to know about you. Sound familiar? Noisy world? That could be the theme of 2025 enrollment marketing. Maybe we should make it the 2026 theme of EduWeb Summit. But Ethan challenged us to ask, what do we want people to know about us? And are we doing a good enough job saying it consistently, clearly, creatively? He talked about how even Apple, arguably one of the strongest brands in the entire world, invests heavily in keeping its story relevant. So if they need to do it, we definitely need to be doing it. Then he got into the 5 principles that separate brands people love from the ones they scroll right past. And the first idea was around great brands are built on great insight. Think Yetis, we got you out in the wild and keep you there longer. It's not a cooler, it's about a lifestyle. So a challenge for us to think about in higher ed would be like, what's the one insight that our prospective students have or we want them to have that could fuel 1,000 campaigns, like a brand like Yeti can do? The second, great brands stand for something and for someone. Higher ed loves to say we're for everyone. Ethan reminded us if we're for everyone, then we're for no one. So the challenge we need to really consider here is who are we really for? And are we okay repelling some people to attract the right ones? 3, focus on outcomes, not features. No one buys an iPhone for its storage space. They buy it because it means 1,000 songs in your pocket. I'm sure we've all seen this before. And no one chooses a university because you have 150 student clubs. They choose it because those clubs lead to friendships, belonging, and confidence. 4, focusing on feelings, not facts. As Ethan said, is your brand tattoo worthy? Purdue literally asked alumni about their Purdue tattoos and told those stories one time to celebrate National Tattoo Day. I love that idea. But the challenge that we have to think about is what emotions are we tapping into? Pride, hope, belonging. We've got to be making people feel things about our institutions. And the 5th was great brands tell great stories. A color palette won't move anyone's heart. It's the stories that will. Ethan pointed to Purdue's legendary video ads and Texas A&M's recent YouTube strategy. 75 million views in under a year, 89% of them outside of Texas. Go check it out. Put it on your to-do list. Ethan was refreshingly honest. When he arrived at Texas A&M, 40% of Americans had never heard of the university or had no opinion of it. They did a study. And when they did think of A&M, the 5 most common words were football, nothing, Aggies, sports, agriculture. Important? Yes. But not the full story, especially for the ones who said nothing. So they launched a campaign built around 6 core values: loyalty, respect, leadership, integrity, selfless service, and excellence. And it became more than football. It became about standing for something bigger than yourself. And it's a great reminder for all of us. What do we stand for? If our prospective students only have 5 words to describe our institution, what 5 do we want them to be? And the keynote ended with a challenge. What will you do in the next 6 months? Because what we do now shapes how students and their parents see us a year, 5 years, and 10 years from now. So here's my challenge to you right now, listening to this episode. 1, Write down 5 words you want people to associate with your institution. 2, audit your content. Do your campaigns, emails, and even campus tours reinforce those words? 3, pick one great story to tell this month and tell it well. Ethan's talk was a masterclass in brand building, and it reminded me why this work matters. We're not just selling degrees, we're building belief in something bigger in themselves. And hey, we got to keep talking about this in 2026 because EduWeb Summit is heading to Disney World next July 14 through 16. Who's in for Run Club down Main Street, USA? Until then, start thinking about those 5 words because if we don't define them, someone else will.
Thanks for listening to The Application. This show is a proud member of the Enrollify Network, home to Higher Ed's largest collection of podcasts. Enrollify is where Higher Ed goes to grow, so be sure to check out our other podcasts, webinars, video clips, blogs, and so much more. Visit Enrollify.org and subscribe for all the latest details and content drops directly to your inbox. Enrollify is brought to you by Element 451, the digital workforce platform for higher ed. Learn more at element451.com.